Hey guys, it's Poochie. This is Bobsy. Her. You see, I've got the remnants of her hair dye job up here right now. We're going to do a reseller reaction video, and we're going to do one a little different today. If you are a reseller, you need to watch this video. I never say this, do I?
No.
If you are a reseller, you need like a buy it Goodwill, thrift stores, whatever. You buy used stuff, used goods, clothes, antiques, whatever. Go to garage sales. You need to watch this video. This is by Pegasus Lounge. And the reason I'm doing this is because, number one, he shouted me out, which I appreciate. I was one of very few resellers who did a review on Tekken Sports
Listing software.
Thank you. That he was promoting, and I appreciate it because I got a shout out from this guy, and nobody shouted me out. Everybody shouted out Yumbo, and we love you, Yumbo. But yes, come on, share the wealth. Anyway, I researched eBay reselling content for 1 year. This is what I learned. So we're gonna watch him and learn. And some of this, I swear, I am not just clickbaiting. You're going to want to watch because some of it like kind of blew me away a little bit. So let's get into it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So I've been following the eBay conversation on YouTube for nearly a whole year now. And I want to be crystal clear that my issue is not with the people. It is with the activity. On this channel, I always try to argue the meta, the most effective tactic available. Because if we are going to have an honest conversation, we have to be talking about the results, not the feelings, not the fun, not the why I do this, but rather what the result actually comes out to, because It's the only way we could hold an objective conversation. So most of the pushback that I get on this channel is between people who cannot remove themselves between the identity and the activity, meaning that because I'm talking about reselling, well, I'm a reseller, so he must be talking about me. No, we are talking about the tactic, the strategy of what reselling is and how much of it is worth your time, as well as the perspective of where you currently are in e-commerce. It is all one big spectrum. On one side, the beginner side being reselling, and then the advanced side being private labeling. Week in and week out, I introduce myself.
Okay, so here's the thing. I want to make sure the mic can pick this up. Is that arbitrage reselling and private label? What we're doing, it's arbitrage, I guess, but it's arbitrage like we're buying stuff at thrift stores and garage sales and flea markets and stuff. So we're more of a thrifty kind of arbitrage, and retail arbitrage is something else where you buy things from like Walmart. You may go in after their Christmas, Christmas, and buy stuff at their clearance and then sell it like, next year or whatever. You find stuff cheap, you resell it higher. You can do that in retail stores like TJ Maxx, Walmart, Target. You can do that at thrift stores. And the other way is private label, which is you buy 100 of these, you maybe have them made in China, and then you put your little Poochie's Pickers label on the bottom, and that is what you call private label. Whereas if you sell these, you buy these and you resell them from like Walmart or wherever, you can't put,
you can't put
Poochie Zero, right? So that's the difference. So let's get back into what he's talking about.
My name is Mason T, and I am a 20 plus year importer and product developer. I am a true business professional, and therefore I make these videos to help you understand what is actually happening in this space. So if you could do me a favor and share this video.
We're going to share it to a lot of people, and I like the way he's doing. We are unsure of what is happening. That's us. That's us, Poochie and Bobsy.
That's me daily.
Exactly. Oh, so you want the microphone
That's
again?
me daily.
There you go.
Video with as many people as you know. This will protect people and help to keep this community as accountable as possible. Since the creation of my channel, there's been far more chit chat about replenishable listings, replenishable products, which is the actual effective way that aligns with how algorithms behave on all platforms, as well as not as many people talking about crazy math when it comes to doing.
Guys, you know what a replenishable is? It's like this. The world's never going to run out of Coke. So you create one listing on eBay and you sell the 12 cases of Coke you have. And then I hate to be giving Coke this much advertising on my channel.
Then you go buy more.
The Oregon Ducks hat. Go Ducks. And then you go buy more, and then it's replenishable. You never run out. Whereas this Elvis cup, man, I only have one of these, and it's not for sale, by the way. But if I was selling it, I would run out because I only have one.
Sold comps and coming out with numbers like 300% and 1,000%. So this video is the first video that I've ever made in regards to reselling.
There we go.
Because I was shocked to find out at the time that all of the videos that I looked up in regards to eBay on YouTube is basically just about reselling. And there's got to be something wrong with this, because there's many different strategies when doing business on eBay, but only reselling is being talked about. And then the more I dove into it, the more I started to spot where all the issues are. So for proof, I want to show you guys that this was the first video, and it was October 18th of 2024. It is now October 12th of 2025. So therefore, we got to start with the main culprit. So this is Daily Refinement. Many of you guys know him as one of the first people who started
tell you something. I'm going to just stop the video for a second, because I love when they say the main culprit, and it's not me. It's not us. Don't you love that? I love that. We're not the main culprit. Okay, carry on, Mason.
The whole guru mentorship stuff, and he is banned from eBay. So basically he can't talk about that anymore because he's lost all credibility there. So the guy has
this guy. I love this guy. I love this guy. He was doing eBay content, and then he lost all credibility because he got banned there. Ow,
done a major video for about a whole year now. And he has come back about 5 days ago.
Yeah, so let me tell you why he came back, because I know that too. I watched the video. He was gone for like a year, right? And then he came back because it says, here we go again, and I'm cooked, because his Whatnot account got suspended temporarily. So all of a sudden, he's suspended from Whatnot, which is I believe his main source of income. So he's like, oh, crap. So back to YouTube. Let's start doing YouTube.
Since then, he's moved on from eBay to Whatnot. And in his last video, he's basically talking about how he's pretty much going to get banned from Whatnot as well. So basically, his practices and his behavior starts to repeat itself.
Right. That's it. Some people, like Nicole State, for example, their behavior repeats itself. Banned from eBay for doing stuff. Oh, banned from Whatnot for doing stuff. The same or different, adding stuff on. But anyway, he's absolutely right.
For whatever reason. Now, this particular video is what ended up on my For You page. So when you look at his background over here, is this what a reseller looks like to you? He's no longer a reseller. I have no quarrels with where he is now, because I agree with all of this stuff. This is the way that you're supposed to be doing business. Now, if I show you the next photo here, I decided to pause it where you could see at the bottom left-hand corner. Let me zoom in for you guys. It says country of origin, China. So guess what? Your boy is now a Chinese importer. You know who else is a Chinese importer? This guy. So if you resonate with the sentence that it takes one to know one, then trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Every single box behind him now says country of origin, China. So again, I have no issues with what he's currently doing. This is all correct. But it's the way that he got here that is the problem. Long story short, this is the biggest kick the ladder out from under me I have ever seen. So basically, you already know that he started with a garage, and then he went over to a storage locker, and then he started to have a following on social media. And from there, he started to what? Sell a course. There's only one big problem. Nobody needs a course in reselling, truthfully, because you shouldn't need your handheld in order to sign up for eBay. eBay is meant so that anyone between a professional to a stay-at-home mom, anybody can just go ahead and sign up for eBay and sell a few things from home.
Is he wrong?
No, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
No.
So that's not where you need help at all. And the activity in itself is very basic. Sourcing, processing, listing, and shipping. But the problem is that the act of reselling itself is very, very flawed. Now, don't let videos like this fool you, where David Pelayo seems to have a lot going on for himself, but there is a question that is not being addressed.
So he has talked about Chris at Daily Refinement, and now he's going and talking about David Pelayo. There are more. Don't get it twisted. Just hang on. There's more coming.
Addressed.
Bookkeeping, the taxes, make sure we have packing materials. I ship all the items myself, so currently I do not have the shipping outsourced. I also take care of all the sourcing in the business. I buy every single item and make sure we have 70 items every single day minimum. Currently sourcing at thrift stores, flea markets, the Goodwill bins. We're doing 400 items a week into my eBay store, and I have to make sure we have enough space, enough boxes in order to store new inventory that goes up into the store. One time a month, I'm gonna be consolidating my entire inventory, pushing it back and creating new space. So to get to 40K a month, I am gonna need some help. I think with the team that I have right now, that is enough to get to 40K, and if we want to go past that, I'm probably gonna need more help. The next couple of weeks, we're gonna start filling up this rack right here as we try to get to 40K a month. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below, and stay tuned for the next.
Yeah, I have a question. What do you do with the stuff that doesn't sell? Because as a reseller,
my answer to that is sometimes you put it in the bathtub of the
No, don't tell anybody I have stuff in my shower.
bathtub shower
Stop.
in the because you don't use that shower bathtub combo. So you will actually stack stuff in there just to get it out of sight until you can go back and figure out what's what. That is my answer, Your Honor.
you are constantly sourcing laterally and trying new things and getting new stuff all the time.
Brutally honest.
You weren't supposed to tell me about my secret.
Brutally honest.
So even though you're buying clothing all the time, there are always new SKUs, new sizes, new colors. So what do you do with the stuff that rolls over month to month to month and doesn't sell? That is something that is never covered and not talked about enough. So most people are very kind and supportive. So you have, I'm rooting for you, a man with a solid plan, inspiring me, big potential plan, yada, yada, yada. But we need to solve the situation that everybody goes through. If you go out and then you get a bunch of things, what happens to the stuff where your money's still tied up in the goods? What are you supposed to do about it? So if you ever watch...
But here's the thing, though. You have that in every business.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you have that in every business. Walmart has that. They have stuff that they don't sell, and so they do clearance or donate or liquidate it. So anyway,
carry at home. This is the video.
Carry it home. That
covers this. Her brain tells you that, like, look, you go.
Her brain? Are we calling out her brain? Oh my God. I'm going to stay. Mason, the plan is to stay on your good side forever.
Go out and then you source like 10 things and then you sell 3 out of the 10 and then you're stuck with the other 7 items. So you're just stuck. And what you want to do is not have those other 7 items. What are you going to do? You're just going to return it to Goodwill or something? So when we go over to Daily Refinement here, I want you to listen to this particular video of what he has to say as far as dealing with the merchandise that isn't sold.
Clickbait. So please smash the like button, consider subscribing. We're in the car today for Reseller Car Talk. Let's get into it. So my sold method is start with quality, optimize your listings, lower the price or liquidate if it doesn't sell, and then discard and throw the item away if it doesn't sell, even after auctioning it. That's my
Does that already feel kind of absurd that the D in the word sold has to do with donate and discard?
sold method, but it's not specific enough for people who are just starting because they don't know what start with quality means.
The D in our sold is, Bopsy, dig a hole in the backyard.
Don't know what optimizing means. They have no idea the right way to lower the price so they're not losing too much money. And they're reluctant to discard things because they already have that sunk cost of spending money on an item and they don't really want to throw it away. They want.
Right. So when he means they, he also means himself because he's also a reseller. Now, the issue with this is that how do we get rid of these anchors, right? So he started the courses first, okay? And when he started the courses, this is to start to gain trust that he...
So I don't know that he started courses. I know that he has a group, or had a group. I don't know if he does anymore, that he charged people, by the month, like Tekken Sports does now. So
he's the guru. He's the
he's going to get to him too. Just wait.
expert. He knows stuff. And then he comes out with like all this crazy information. But many of you guys already know the criticism. He's the guy who told you about draft banks. He's the guy who told you about, just list.
Her brain, I'm just telling you guys, her brain, you're going to see it just like the emoji. It's going to go. It's going to go.
I don't want anybody to ever analyze my brain.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this bit of news?
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I mean, it's debatable, but I was just like, what?
10 a day. He's the guy who told you that eBay needs to see activity or it shuts your store. Just hogwash. Just all of it is 100% false. And he had to make up this stuff because, as I said before,
What?
He's saying, well, Bopsy,
What's he saying?
he's saying that all the stuff about having a draft bank of listings and doing so many a day is crap.
Hogwash?
It's a lie. It's he Daily Refinement Chris made it up. Is that true? Let us know what you think in the comments below.
reselling itself is too basic. It's too simple. Sourcing, processing, listing, shipping. Start with stuff from your home. Anybody can do it. So therefore, we have to create some kind of education system that seems a little bit more robust. But he had to fake it till he makes it. So half of the stuff, he just makes it up. And then the other half of the stuff, he gets it from upper echelons of business and tries to retrofit it back to reselling. It's because I'm an actual business professional that I know a lot of this stuff. So he's not going to pull any of this by me. And that's why I make these videos to help the public.
Tell Mason.
You're going to say things like, yeah, but I've learned stuff from Daily Refinement before and he's been helpful. That's how the lie works. You can't lie about 100% of anything because then, like
some more tea.
cats, pets, dogs, like even they know you're lying. You have to mix the lie with some truths. So
Don't bring the dogs into this.
I'm going to show you something over here where he continues in this very same video of what he has to say.
Want to get something out of it. So that being said, I have another method that's faster, and that is the 1-3-1 method, which is you start with one problem, you come up with 3 solutions, and then you can either ask me or ask somebody you know for.
Right. So
Y'all heard Chris just say he invented that, right? Mason, are you ready?
position himself as authority, establish his ethos. This is my 1-3-1 method, and you could come and ask me. Okay. Do you guys know who Dan
What I do
Martell
this thing
is?
called the 131 rule,
No.
which is when people come to me with
I
problems
do
or
know.
challenges, I ask them back, what's the 131? It's the one specific problem we're talking about, because a well-defined problem is a problem half solved. The other one is 3 viable options. So when somebody comes to you and they go, this is a specific problem,
Dan Martell is worth $127 million. So you tell me who came up with the 131 method. So when we come back to this guy, we know that the problem is 2 things. Number one, reselling in itself is way too simplistic. So we have to make it robust somehow. When you think about how he used to talk about draft banks, it's such complete nonsense. Do 10 listings every single day and
Hey, Betsy, you know that draft bank we have?
then space them out. That way, eBay can see that you have activity, et cetera, et cetera. As if new listings are somehow going to help trigger the activity of older listings, when really every single listing is individually judged on the algorithm on a case-by-case basis.
I honestly think that the only thing that triggers the algorithm now is promoted listings, because I mean, there are some things that I've always done that I will continue to do. Like all of my listings that are unsold, I go in every few days because I relist things. I go in every few days and I clean those out of unsold so we don't have anything in unsold. I've always done that because I think it just makes your account look like you're actually there and running it. But this stuff, I mean, kind of mind-blowing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Betsy's like, yeah, I've been doing those 10 damn listings a night for the last 2 years.
If you went ahead and did 10 listings for the next quarter without skipping a beat, after 90 days, you would have 900 listings. But if you did 70 listings only on Mondays and didn't skip a beat, you would end up with the same 900 listings. So how does spacing them out do anything other than...
I just want to draw your attention to Betsy's face right now.
That was a lot of math.
Because math, she gets like that. Do you see it? It's glossy. It's like...
There's a glazed over look.
Yeah, that's what happens. So anyway, let's get back to the video. Put us in the right spot over here. Back to you, Mason.
then hold you back from your full potential of putting up as much listings immediately? The more time that you have on the platform, the better, the more chance that you have to sell. So why would you space things out intentionally? They make up all sorts of excuses. Oh, well, you might go on vacation, you might have this, you might have that. That's because anecdotally, every single thing that you source, you get 30 items, you bring it back, a portion will sell immediately, a portion sells later on, and then another portion takes even longer. So basically, every single haul that you bring home loses potency over time. So getting a fresh haul starts to replenish that potency. So
what he's saying is true, is that the more time that your inventory in draft spends in drafts, the less money you could be making. So is it really that important to list things every day? And we've all had times where we haven't listed. I have my whole inventory set up on Nifty, so it's every day it takes out old items, completely redoes them, and puts them back up. So we technically don't have to list every day anyway because our software does it. But it's very interesting. Like, is it?
Yeah. What?
Did he just make it up? I mean,
or is he making it up?
I tend to believe Mason.
I know, but yeah, overall the other stuff.
Let's keep going.
it's going to anecdotally feel like the store got turned back on again. This is complete nonsense. And today in 2025, it is well known that this is a debunked complete nonsense. The one time I made a video where I saw David Palaio talk about draft banks, I would say a good 70% of the comments below 100% agreed that DraftBanks is complete nonsense. Okay, so again, when we come back to the anchor situation here, now that he has created a robust education where he's selling courses and spewing out all of this nonsense.
Jesus, I hope none of you can hear her stomach growling. Somebody give her a sandwich or something. Holy crap.
To make himself seem like the educator. How do we get rid of these anchors? Because he said before, sunken costs. I don't want to just throw it away. I don't want to
I don't know. I've been trying to get rid of her for 22 years.
donate and discard, even though that's what he taught you to do. So he starts to sell mystery boxes to people because this way his business is efficient while yours isn't.
Right.
This is what the farce is. So he's making money by already being a reseller. He also has the YouTube channel. Then he has the education courses, right? And then the people in the courses, he sells his things that he can't get rid of. So the audience now becomes his exit strategy. If you don't believe me that this is exactly the way that they think, here is a video of Damien from Resellutions telling you exactly that.
Mystery boxes work a little different. Let's say you have
I don't know who Damien is, but we're gonna get into it here.
wholesale or bulk sale lots, or you have extra that you want to get rid of. You can do a mystery box. You can say, I can guarantee that there is $100 minimum of value in here according to eBay or according to market value at the time. And then you get to sell it. So people start bidding on it, or they can say, or you can say something like, every box has a minimum of $100 and I'm selling it for $40.
Do you think that's ethically right to do something like that? The teaching.
No, that is ethically wrong. Resolutions. No. You always want to be honest. You want to be honest with your people, honest with your customers. That's what we're doing now. Being honest, right?
Yes.
By everyone, whether it's Kaylee Elaine all the way to Jay Ride, will tell you that you have to source stuff that sells, buy stuff that sells. Nurse Flipper, everybody will tell you, right? This stuff sells, that stuff sells, Bolo listings, these things sell all day long. So therefore, you already know that you don't want to pick up things that don't sell. So when do you end up picking up things that don't sell? Well, one of the biggest likelihoods is if the stuff has already been picked through. So therefore, you would go to a thrift store early in the morning, stand in the cold, and then try to get stuff that hasn't been picked through. But what are you doing when you're packing up a mystery box to people and then sending them SHIT that you couldn't get rid of? You're giving them stuff that...
Mason, on this channel, we say shit. So you can say it. It's packaging shit. There's a dog sneezing, sorry.
You personally already picked through. And then you gave them the sold exit strategy while he does the exit strategy through you guys. Again, this is exactly what my problem is with this guy. Where he is right now, he's sitting pretty.
Yeah, because I bought to test on Whatnot like a year ago. I bought a lot from him, and he's like, this is a lot, including these La Agents, I don't even know how to pronounce it, jeans, and it was just crap. It was absolute crap. Yeah. I think we still have those jeans.
This is where you want to end up. This is where I currently am. This is what my channel is about. This is where I try to help everybody achieve. Again, this is the biggest kick the ladder out from under me I've ever seen, because he sold you his junk and he made up a whole bunch of nonsense at the same time. We're going to move on to his boy Tekken Sports over here, because
Tekken Sports. Yeah, I completely agree with him, and that's what I want our channel to be like, is completely brutally honest. Because if we aren't being honest with each other, I don't want to be a guru. It's like Charles Barkley back in the day said, I am not a role model. I don't want to be a guru. I want to just be honest. You ready for tech? Here we go.
That's how Tekken Sports built his name, being one of the coaches from the Daily Refinement channel. So what did he do over here? Well, let's just talk about the most recent thing that is on everybody's mind that follows Tekken Sports, but is not open to saying it. This was the most recent video that he did after a certain hiatus that you could see that this was 2 months ago, this was 3 weeks ago. And the video is titled, The Last YouTube Video I'm...
And this was after kind of the blowback from his reseller software that he promoted, his listing, AI listing software. So
making. This is a clickbait video because when you watch the video, it turns out this is the last YouTube video I'm making, meaning that from now on, he's going to have it professionally edited. Immediately afterwards, the next video is just a regular video that is not professionally edited, as well as the next one as well. So I'm just going to show you. This was the next video of Anyone Can Make Thousands, which is not professionally edited, right? I'm just nitpicking there because this is just a guy who's not fulfilling what he said he was going to do. But I want you to just listen to this little excerpt of what he says in this particular video.
You just got to try to find, I guess, the best junk that you can find. And that's what we will continue to do. Try to find the best junk that we can find.
Why are you calling it?
I'm not putting words in his mouth. Now, not all channels are bad. Many channels that are just, my what's solds, come thrift with me. These are just people who are vlogging their life. I have no issues with that whatsoever. And I've never called them out for any reason. These are the problems. This is a video called Race to Scale. Throughout the whole career on YouTube of Tekken Sports, he has specifically said as well to get quality stuff. Big Yumbo has pointed this out before, as well as other people who have reviewed his AI program. You will see over here that everything regarding his
see, now we're going to talk about Better Lister AI, which was the video that I made a review on, and people, I mean, it was weird because only 3 of us made videos on it, I think. But anyway, check this out.
Better Lister AI is removed. It's all wiped away. But those reviews by...
See, now, he did videos promoting it. He promoted it in his group. He did videos promoting it on YouTube. And then after we did these reviews, me and just a couple other people, he took all the videos down. He took all the videos down. And now I don't even think he owns the software anymore. He just got all his... This is my opinion. He just got all his followers to join, all the people in the group, and then he made his money and sold it off to somebody else. I'm not sure, so I probably shouldn't say that, but check this out. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Big Yumbo, as well as Josh Graff, and shout outs to Poochie.
Poochie! Who's that? Oh, Poochie, 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 Poochie. That's my happy dance. Okay, let's go back.
They all did very honest reviews, and they weren't mean about it either. But if you read what is in the comments tore it apart. The biggest grift in all of this is that somewhere around 3 weeks before the AI video drop, he did this video of Race to Scale, where suddenly it drops all of the mantra of get stuff that is quality that will sell into do volume, do volume, do volume.
Yep.
So if everybody switches into a volume strategy, who benefits the most? The guy selling tokens.
Tech. The answer would be tech. Mason, I think I have the answer for you. It's tech. He's the one that benefits because the more listings, the more money made. Thank you.
To a software as a service system. And that's where the whole farce is. I want to move on to another video here that was one of the most egregious videos I've ever seen, because this man makes every single talking point that I've ever made on this channel and openly admits that basically they're all in on it. In the beginning of the video, he says, look, all the people that I'm talking about, I'm also talking about myself. That's how you know that they're all in on it. So this is the section that I want you to listen to.
Outside of just the business costs that you have to come up with yourself. Nobody can save you once you decide to go that route. This is all up to you. You have the responsibility of doing things like saving for your retirement, saving for healthcare costs, which can be really expensive.
I have made this criticism many, many times. When people try to sell you the shiny object of being your own boss, you got to understand that, let's say you came from a $50,000 a year salary. Well, your $50,000 a year, that's not all you made. You also made health, dental, paid time off, 401ks.
Exactly.
So basically, you didn't just make $50,000. You made anywhere between 65, 70, 90, depending on how good your benefits actually are. And then when you think about as your work was segmented out by the company that you used to work for, well, the question is, how much did you used to earn for that company in order for them to pay you what they pay you? I would argue somewhere around 2, 3, 4x. So if it's around 4x and you made $50,000, in order for any parity, meaning it's at the same level of value, where it's like, you know what, boss, I don't have to work for you anymore. I could just retain that value for myself. Then what should you be making? You should be making somewhere around $200,000 profit. Otherwise, how is there enough profit to split with somebody like yourself $50,000? Okay. So what I mean by this is that
Math face. She's making the math face.
That was too much.
I'm just saying, that was almost too much for me.
if you're going to go into business for yourself, it should be a different kind of lucrative than what you imagine it to be. And this kind of stuff keeps you down. The whole like, this is the love, this is the fun, this is the dopamine of like flipping stuff or whatever. You don't know what it's like to wake up to 10 orders out of the same listing and that kind of dopamine rush. You will never go back to the thrill of the hunt. And that is the truth. So you could fight me all day of the thrill of the hunt, but you will never experience the thrill of the result. So the question is, why are they doing this? Because if you evolve in any...
So I'm just going to disagree for a minute, because the thrill of the hunt is when you buy something and you pay like $5 for it, and then it ends up selling for like $250. There is thrill.
There is thrill
in that. When I find something that is really cool vintage t-shirt, there is thrill in that. You know what I mean? When somebody sends me a message on eBay and says, yeah, my dad died and this is where he used to work, and so I wanted the baseball hat because he always used to wear one, and I never thought I'd find one, and etc., etc. So that's kind of the thrill of the hunt for me. I've done the other thing where you sell a bunch of... I think a dog just pissed back there. Now I'm going to play it back to be sure, but I think Beanie just took a piss back there. Beanie, you are a bad dog if you did that. I will wait for video proof. Yeah, we're like, so today in reselling, Okay, let's just go back to the video. Let's just go back.
Way, shape, or form into replenishables, into a repeatable process, you are
I was gonna say we've done the replenishables. We've done a lot of bought a lot from wholesale companies and companies in China. So we've done that, and it's fun. But you can still, buy products that, aren't great. You have to be careful and do research about what products, which I'm sure he does. Anyway, let's get back to Mason.
technically no longer a reseller. You are an efficient business, and you don't need people like this anymore. People who don't know how to do bigger business. You'll also notice that the people like Tekken Sports himself, like David Palayo, like Chris Lin, all have professional warehouses.
Don't say Poochie, don't say Poochie, don't say Poochie.
Because what? They say it in all of their topics that they have already moved on to doing wholesale. Even David Palayo has mentioned that he also does wholesale. That's the thing. Everybody else who hasn't done that just yet are still in their garages and in their basements, just like how Chris Lin was at the beginning. Okay, so I want you to listen to the...
So I'm going to say just one thing. We also have our own brick and mortar store. So we sell a lot of both brand new products in our brick and mortar store that we get from wholesale suppliers, distributors, and some direct from the source. And we also, why are you looking at me like that? Kind of creeped me out. Kind of creeped me out, man. And we also sell, we have the largest vintage t-shirt display in the state of North Carolina. So, I mean, we do pretty good in our store. So, I mean, you can make money a lot of different ways, and a lot of things he's saying I agree with. So let's get back into it. We're almost done, I think.
The next thing that Kyle Carver has to say.
That sometimes, more traditional career or job can offer those kinds of things, but when you're a full-time reseller, those are things you have to accommodate for. And especially when it comes to full-time, one of the biggest hurdles for folks out there is just scaling to the capacity at which to pay their bills. And scaling can be really hard because you only have so many resources.
He'll tell you the truth right here. Scaling is very hard.
Yeah.
Yet, Tekken Sports will tell you, all of a sudden, because he's dropping Better Lister AI 3 weeks later, you better race to scale.
You have so much time, you only have so much manpower, you only have so much money. There's only so much that you can give of yourself before you either burn out or you have to do something like hire employees, which then, that adds to the cost of the business. But things like some ways out of it are becoming a private labeler, selling replenishable items. There are some folks out there who probably have at their finger.
Okay. So here's the problem with what he just said, okay?
To thrift stores and inventory.
He paints private labeling and replenishables as the way out. I didn't put those words in his mouth. He said those words. Kyle, you said those words. If you paint that as the way out, then what does that mean for reselling? The dead end? That doesn't make any sense the way you put it. It's one thing for me to talk about private labeling on my channel. It's another thing for you to admit that it is the way out. It even goes as far as him coming to backpedal on my channel and the comment that he left here. I'll read it for you guys. It says that this is a confession. Spot on, dude. That made me laugh. So basically openly throwing it in your face. Yeah, that was a confession. Everything that we create is a highlight reel. It is fiction. Correct. And this is exactly what my criticism has been the whole time. Then over here, he says, also, your approach to e-commerce isn't desirable to everyone else in the business, but much of your advice and some of your critique is based on as if everyone is interested in your methods. I agree. Not everyone is interested in my methods, but you listed it as the only exit strategy, which is to pivot over to private labeling. I didn't say that. You said that. That's the big difference. This is how this guy.
So there's a lot of guys also who have done drop shipping and have also done, you can bring him up, have also done like retail arbitrage. And the next step up, when they level up, they even will tell you, is private label. So they start with drop shipping, they get into retail arbitrage, and then they go into private label. A lot of Amazon sellers will tell you that's what they did. Exactly.
Backpedals everything. And this is why I won't debate him, because he's a liar and he's a goal pusher. So the next thing he says, I started as an Amazon seller keying in on replenishables, had a distributor, and even had a private label eco-friendly utensils for a time. Was it easier money? Mostly yes. This is disgusting, okay? Then he goes, however, it lacked excitement and fulfillment. But if you read the first sentence that he says on top, he says, I was in a desperate place and started reselling. So let me ask you this. If you are in a desperate place and needed help, and I sold you on excitement and fun, what is that? We need to now go over and talk about this particular video, because this is just the most ridiculous one of all. You guys have probably seen me do this before.
It's Carrie. It's Carrie at home. Oh, no. Carrie, he's coming after you.
Far, and I'm pretty pleased with the results. So I can speak more on method 1, and if other people are understanding method 2 and like they're experts with method 2.
And Carrie, I want to mention, is a Tekken Sports. She's in the Tekken Sports group as well.
Feel free to educate us on that.
So you don't know the material? Okay. So the issue with this is that you don't know the material to the video topic of your own choice. Why don't you just go learn what it is and then make the video?
Wait a minute.
This is how...
Literally, what did I miss? I think I missed something because he had this big old eye roll. And I just, oh gosh, hold on.
She said, like, if you want to explain it or something.
Hold on, let's watch again. Hold on, okay. I gotta watch it.
Over and talk about this particular video, because this is just the most ridiculous one of all. You guys have probably seen me do this before.
Far, and I'm pretty pleased with the results. So I can speak more on method 1, and if other people are understanding method 2 and like they're experts with method 2, feel free to educate us on that.
Oh. Okay. I just want to say I understand your pain. I mean,
stop it.
not so much at Carrie, but I understand your pain. This one over here needs math quite often. This is Rugrat, by the way. Say hello, Rugrat. He's a purebred, but he is a rescue like all of our dogs. So let's go back in and look again. Just the look he had. Just
I've seen that look from you.
Yes, you have.
So you don't know the material? Okay. So the issue with this is that you don't know the material to the video topic of your own choice. Why don't you just go learn what it is and then make the video? This is how far it's gone, because you guys don't care. It wouldn't matter anyways. You'll still watch it. You'll still pay. You'll still follow it. So for those of...
That's why we're doing brutally honest reselling on our channel.
We're tired of the bullshit.
She said it.
Of you who are still going to be making excuses for these people, then maybe you deserve to be conned. Look, I put my video out there this is what I learned after following for a full year. I started off with the most empathetic feelings, period, because I figured maybe these people really don't know better. But now I know that they do. This is intentional. This is the scam. This is what the grift is. Because selling the education, you guys already know. I don't have to get more into it.
He just kind of got pissed and said, that's the end of the video. Mason, I understand. I do, because I get like that too. I did a video. We've been doing this reseller reaction videos, and we did one yesterday, and I was like, man, maybe that's too harsh, and this person has a lot of followers, and, you know, do I really want to bark up that tree? Do I really want to scorch that earth and burn that bridge? And after watching Mason, hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do.
You know what? It's the same thing. It's the same thing as like any business. Because when we did auctions, it was do it this way, source this way, do this way, and you end up with private label. So it's very interesting to me that now eBay, all the eBay people are doing the same thing.
Well, I mean,
what?
Or
they're saying the same thing.
They're saying what? No, they're not though. They're not. That one guy did. Oh, okay. But as a general rule, eBay sellers, resellers who are on YouTube, like Mikey Bags of Money, we love him. Yeah. We love Carrie the Desert Mermaid. We love Reseller Rowboat. I mean, they aren't talking about private label.
Kaylee Lane, that's true.
Kaylee Lane isn't talking about private label. I mean, there's a lot of people. I don't know Kaylee Lane. I know the other people. But not everybody is talking about private label. But it's really interesting because the whole the thing I got out of this was I loved it and I thought it was great. And I appreciate the shout out, Mason. Thank you. Nobody ever gives us shout outs. All this work and no shout outs. I used to do courses. I did Amazon courses on my other channel because that was actually quite a bit to learn. But eBay, he's right. eBay, I mean, it's not rocket science. I can give you tips and things to do, but it's not rocket science. You're going to take this Oregon Ducks hat. Go Ducks! And you are going to list it on eBay. You're going to take photos of it. You're going to list it on eBay. You're going to set a price. And it's not that hard. You're going to, when it sells, you're going to ship it out. What I try to do, and have always tried to do in my videos, is try to teach you, the little things. Like, you want to make sure you have a neutral background. You want to make sure you take a pic from this, side, angle, whatever. You want to make sure that any damage on the hat you're going to show. If it has the original tag, you're going to show the original tag. So I do things like that. And then people have problems with shipping labels, like on Whatnot. I think that's my most watched video, is how to turn your label the correct way from portrait to landscape or whatever to print a Whatnot label. I think that is my most viewed video of all time. But we like to keep it real. The channel is going to be a lot more about stuff like this, what Mason was talking about. So we're going to experiment. We're not going to do lifting banks anymore. We're on eBay all the time anyway. I'm on Poshmark all the time anyway. The thing about Poshmark is they said that the more you engage with your Poshmark, the more active you appear, the more sales you're going to get. And that kind of seemed like it was true for us. We were doing really, really well on Poshmark for quite a while, and still are pretty much, which thank you. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Facebook, Poochie Smith. I'm on all the channels, on all the social medias, as either Poochie's Pack or Poochie's Pickers or Poochie Smith. So we will see you on the next one. And now I'm going to go ahead and get that reseller reaction video that I didn't want to post ready, because all the stuff I said was true, and I feel justified now in what I said. How do you like that? I feel justified.
I like it.
Okay. Rugrat, say goodbye. No penis in the shot, please. Oh, God, what'd I just say? Say goodbye, Rugrat. Oh, sorry. He's like, do not. He is not the mascot, but he is in line to be the mascot when the mascot retires. Which, oh God, you got yuck on your head. Ugh, can't believe I did that on camera. We will talk to you later, guys. This video I know was forever and a day, but thank you for watching. We appreciate it. And comment below. Let us know what you think about this video, too.